What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Keith back with another market analysis. Oh, give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. I got something in my eye. Alright. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Keith back with another market analysis. Today is Thursday, January 29th. We're finna do analysis for Friday, January the 30th. Last day of the month, y'all. Last day of the month. So, big day tomorrow. Something in my eye. Big day tomorrow. Definitely expecting it to indicate what we do for the next month. Okay. So I'd like seeing tomorrow candle closure to see how this month close out for pretty much every stock, every security we got going on. So economic news wise tomorrow we got 7:30 PPI and 8:45 PMI. Two big events. So definitely be on the lookout for those. And yeah, we can go ahead and jump on these charts and see what these monthly counts potentially looking like. Okay. Jumping over to the monthly, we on SPY. Let's go to zoom in. Zoom in. I don't know why it looks so far out. Hide these drawings real quick. Monthly for SPY. Looking bullish, man. It's looking bullish. Key level that we focusing on though for SPY is we already said it this whole week. It's the whole thing we've been talking about this whole week. Can we close above this high of 687.67? Currently, it look like we're going to, man. We did have a hard drop earlier today, but we end up recovering half of it. It looked like we've been close above that previous structure high, man. And that might be a signal for a continuation to at least bring us back up to 697, possibly push us up to them 700s. Okay? And that also will make this new higher low for this uptrend to be strong. Okay? So really want to see, can we at least close above that 687 level for SPY, okay, for that monthly. Going over to the weekly is also bullish. We already got a couple higher lows for the weekly, so it's completely bullish right now. We did make a lower low here, but it was a green candle, so we are pushing back up to keep this uptrend going. Going down to the daily. Now, like we said, at daily today we did drop pretty hard. And we also pushed below that 687 level, but like we said, market recovered itself, pushed back above the 687, and really, that's crazy that it pushed all the way back up to the 690s, because we literally went down to 684, so we pushed up $10 before market close. That's crazy. But yeah, did close red though. Red candle tells us what market is heading down to the downside. So red candle is telling us the market is heading down. But if we look at this overall daily, we are what? In an uptrend. Okay, we're in an uptrend. Got higher highs, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Okay, let's put our drawings back on the screen. I know it's gonna look a little bit cluttered, but y'all know how it is at the end of the weeks. It always get a little bit cluttered in the end of the week. Okay, let me see. Delete that real quick. But looking at this daily, target high is set on an hourly high, but on a daily, the actual high is this red candle right here at 697.84. Like we said, we got higher high. This is our higher low. It's solidified. I believe we got a line there. Let's make sure we put a line there. Did we make one? Yeah, we got a line sitting. Okay. So that is our last solidified low. Okay. Made our higher high. It's telling us we're making some type of low. We're making some type of low. Now, will this be a higher low? And we do something like this. This is what we're trying to figure out. If we make a higher low and do something like this, boom, make that higher high. Or will this just be a low to lead us to a downtrend to come break this uptrend structure? So will this be a low to initiate this downtrend to come break this low down here at 676? We don't know. We don't know. We just know it's making some type of low. It's doing something right now. Okay. Biggest thing we want to see is what? We want to see the first green candle. When the first green candle gonna come? When the first green candle come, it's indicating, hey, now market got to make a decision. Right now, we just got our high. This basically like the pullback spot right now. Okay, basically in the pullback spot. So we trying to see how far down the pullback gonna go. Is the pullback gonna go down to break the trend, or is the pullback just gonna come down? Boom, we get our first green candle. We can look to start aiming for A. Aiming for the high to go to the keep the uptrend going. So currently right now it's just red candles. Market is heading down. Really can't be truly bullish until we get our green daily candle. Looking at the daily, we failed to close inside or below both of these daily gaps. So it did show rejection. That tells us what? We should have some type of pullback, and then we might come retest these gaps down here at 689. So tomorrow we could see that happen. We could see a pullback and retest these gaps down to 689. So what trade would I be looking for? We had to drop down to the hourly. Let's drop down to the hourly real quick. And we'll be waiting on the downtrend to form. Right now, it formed a downtrend. So in the pre-market, tomorrow when we open up, if we sitting up here and we didn't break this downtrend, you could look to go short to take it back down to 689. Me personally, I'm going to look for us to build what? A downtrend underneath this hourly gap. Hold up, give me a second. I'm getting a little lag. A downtrend to form underneath this hourly gap, probably on the 15 or the 5-minute, possibly. Sometimes you can get an entry on that 1 minute, but we're looking for some type of downtrend underneath this 693 level. Okay, you get that downtrend underneath that 693 level. I like to take them shorts. Stop loss in about right here, and aiming for that 689 level. Okay, so that's pretty much what we'll be looking for tomorrow if we coming in for them shorts. For the longs, if I want to be bullish, like I said, it's kind of hard to be bullish when you got a red candle for the previous day, because red tells us what to go down. But in the event that we want to push up, pretty much is one or two things you can do. You either can wait on us going above an hourly gap and building an uptrend to take it up to another hourly gap, or say if we somehow, with PMI and stuff coming out, if we somehow gap back this previous structure high right here at 696.09, we gap above there and build an uptrend in above there, then you can look to take longs at that point. So drop down to the hourly. Like I said, this will be what you will potentially look for them longs. If we build an uptrend above this hourly gap here and above that previous structure high at 696.09, you can look to take your uptrend, your longs up to the next hourly gap. Okay, which was right here. So this will be potential entry for longs. And then, like I said, if we say we open up somewhere here, we build an uptrend here, we take the longs up to the next gap. So pretty much tomorrow we're gonna be just trading off of the gaps, man. We're gonna follow whichever trend come off the gaps. Let's see, long. So whichever trend come off the gaps, that's what we're looking to take. All right. All right. So that's what we look for SPY. Yeah, that's pretty much what we look for SPY. Looking at this hourly though, it could be, like I said, we could even these shorts. If it make a downturn underneath this hourly, it's slick. You gotta watch it. If you can get in multiple contracts, maybe sell one at this daily gap and see if that next one keep pushing, because it could be setting up for a nice big drop. We got this low, we got this high, and it can literally bring us down to make another lower low. So you can get a huge drop, another huge drop like we had today. Okay, so, and if it make that lower low, it should be at least coming like half down to 680s too, around there. So that'll be a nice big drop, Okay, so be on the lookout for that. So that's SPY. Let's jump over to QQQ. Pretty much the same thing. Y'all know they the same thing pretty much. So going to QQQ daily. Now we can check out QQQ monthly because it is a little different. It's found there. So QQQ, we got our uptrend. Okay, we got our uptrend. We got our high, low, higher, high. Now, biggest thing, can we close above previous structure high? Right now, it don't look like it. We got a little ways to go. Previous structure high is at 636.19. So we got to see, can we close above there? Even if we don't close above there and we close green, all it might tell us is we might pull back before retesting that 619 level. You know, not 636.19 level. So it might just say, hey, pull back slight, then push back up. So even if we don't, as long as we stay green, I still see us potentially coming back to that 636.19 level. But if we can close past the 636.19 level, we should be able to push easily to them 640, 645 levels. All right. Going over to the daily. Daily. We got high, lower low, but then we just made a higher high. Okay. Just made a high. Then let me make sure because you know it's real close. 632. What did I say? 632. No, 636.60. 636.19. Yeah. So we made that higher high by 40 cents. So this level down here is solidified. So we can go and mark that up. Let's mark that up. This level here is solidified. Red. Alright. So we got that level marked up. We can delete that bottom one. Cause we'll mark that up whenever we see it. So that level is solidified. Of course, we got these higher lows marked out. The daily today, we end up dropping, but we fail to close back inside any of these daily fair value gaps. So we above all daily fair value gaps. QQQ. If we stay above this daily fair value gap tomorrow, pretty much if we sit up here above this daily gap fair value gap tomorrow, I'm gonna be looking for what? Uptrend to form to give us this break. To potentially push up to the hourly gap. I really would like to see us make that uptrend above the 630 level. That is previous structure highs over here to the left. So I'd rather see that uptrend above there and then take it up to 632. Okay. That's where I like to take the longs. For the shorts, honestly, all you gotta do is just come underneath 629, make a downtrend, you take the shorts down to 626. Okay, so let's drop down to that hourly and mark it up. So, well, it's already look like it's trying to make a downtrend, but probably on the 5 or 15. So let's actually put that on there. On the 5 minute, we're gonna do this. We're gonna draw. If it make a downtrend underneath this daily gap, we want to take the shorts to the bottom, and then if it make an uptrend above the 630 level, we want to take it to the hourly gap. Okay, so then we're gonna put a long position to it here, take it up there, then short position tool here, take it to the bottom. Okay, so that's what we're looking for. That's what we're looking for. And then just like when I said with SPY, we sit here and look at this hourly. It could be setting up to drop pretty hard. We got low, high, and if you want to make that lower low, that's a nice big drop. So could be dropping pretty hard down to 617. Okay. So the shorts, the bears, they got more potential for the big move unless, like I said, unless PMI stuff skyrockets us up back to all-time highs. But the shorts got more of the bigger movement. They're in control. You know, the daily count we had was red. All right, going over the M and Q, and we ain't gonna go over everything tonight. We're gonna go over some stuff in the morning. We just gonna go over these futures, and then we're gonna call it tonight. We just gonna go over M and Q and gold, and then we're gonna call it night. Cause I am on pretty late, so we ain't gonna be on long today. M and Q, M and Q, M and Q. Looking at the daily. Oh my goodness, I gotta delete some of this stuff. Delete some of this stuff. It's a little hectic. All right. Okay. All right. Looking at the monthly. M and Q. Oh, so M and Q still falling behind compared to QQQ. It did not make a higher high yet. That's crazy. Still didn't make a higher high. That's interesting. We still didn't make a higher high. We could close green though. Close green. We still can come up here and try to get a higher high, but it didn't make a higher high just yet. So not quite. It's bullish, but it ain't an uptrend just yet. Okay, because we need high, low, higher, high. Well, we just got high, low, and a high, but it ain't a higher high. All right. Going to that daily. Like we said, we closed red just like Spine QQQ did. Throw this drawing tool along. Now we did. Let's put this up. We can delete this. All right. So we did close red, but we failed to close below these daily gaps down here. Now we closed inside this daily gap yesterday. We opened up inside this top one today, but then we ended up pushing past both of these gaps. So we did go past these two gaps, but we failed to close in these two bottom gaps. So what that pretty much tells me, since it's a red candle, we have a slight pullback, and then we probably gonna come back down and retest, which we clearly doing right now. Because we know M and Q and them, they open right now. But we did a slight pullback, and then we came back down to retest. Market trying to see, do we want to close past these gaps or not? Now, I would have said, if we didn't already do this, I would have said, when we come back down inside this daily gap, look for a downtrend inside here and take it to the bottom, but it already did. But we still can look for that same thing though. When it come back up here, if it make another downtrend, we can take it right back down. Okay. For the longs, you want to see it above. I say this was an hourly low. I'm not gonna say that. I don't think. Let's keep that hourly low. I think. Let me see. No, we don't keep that hourly low. Really, you just look for an uptrend above this daily gap to potentially take it back to the top. Okay. If you find it on whatever time frame you find it on, of course you got to respect that time frame gaps, but you want that uptrend to form above the daily gap. Okay. If you want to be long. So let's drop down to the 5 minute. Like we said, once it get up here, if it start making a downtrend, we want to take the shorts back to the bottom. If we get above the gap and we build an uptrend above, we want to take it to the next daily gap, possibly just to some highs to the left, so you got to be careful, got to watch out for those. Okay, so let's put short tool here, stop here, target down here, then long is just the opposite. Okay, so give me a second, long up here. All right, that's what we'll be looking for. Keep it plain and simple. Y'all know we look for the exact same thing every single time off the same stuff. Don't change it up, bro. That's how you make trading easy for yourself. Dude, you come in the market and you know exactly what you're looking for every single day, every single time, and make trading 10 times easier for yourself. All right, going to gold. Let's see what gold daily looking like. What y'all think, y'all? Because gold daily candle been green for 6 days in a row, something like that. Do y'all think it's green right now, or do y'all think it's red? Right now, to me, it kind of looks like it's red looking at this. But let's see. Let's go to daily and see. Yeah, it's red. It's red. Finally, it's doing some type of pullback. It been green, 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 green. Finally, we doing some type of pullback. That's the good thing. I'm finna delete all this up here. It's just, ooh, this. I think this was from. I told y'all I had took some trade. If you was in the streams earlier, I told y'all I took a couple trades in the pre-market and it was on gold. So that's where all these extra lines came from. All right, you just delete all the lines. All right, now gold. Looking at gold, really don't care what the monthly because the monthly is just a big green candle. Yep, see, just a big green candle. Daily, we doing some type of pullback. That's all we know. We doing some type of pullback. Really, bulls, y'all want to wait on a daily green candle before y'all go long. If y'all trying to get in based off the daily, because it ain't no daily gaps to bounce off of until we get down here. Okay, so it's a chance that it can drop all the way down to 4,090s, 4,930. It can drop that far to retest the daily gap if it wants to. So be on the lookout for that. We can drop pretty hard. But based on daily, bulls, y'all can't touch nothing until we get a green candle. Bears, on the other hand, all y'all need is just a downtrend to keep forming. Y'all good. Drop it down to the hourly. So we got hourly gaps marked out. So I can delete this because we broke this solidified level. We broke this solidified level. Okay. So we got a couple hourly gaps right here. Bears, all y'all want is just make a downtrend under the gaps. That's it. Take it to the next level. So it matter if it happened here, if it happened here, or if it happened there. Don't matter. We looking for the downtrend under these gaps. It don't matter where it happened at. Okay. So it's a short position tool. Let's just say market push up tomorrow. We get in like right here. Like I said, it don't have to be here. It can be up here at this gap. But the biggest thing we looking for at the bottom of the gap to eventually come make them lower lows. Okay. For the bulls, literally you just look for the opposite. I ain't gonna lie, gold literally giving us easy trades. For bulls, just look for an uptrend. Take it to the next gap. You're looking at the top of the gap. So boom, if you go up here, then you're taking it to there. You're going up there. Only time you don't mess with nothing once we get up to these two gaps. Okay? So let's say loan opportunity might be down here, you know. Get in, take it to here. Loan opportunity. Oh, excuse me. Loan opportunity might happen here. So you get in here. Aim for the top of here. So that's pretty much it. So like look, right here, this is a perfect example. High, low, high, high, you supposed to be going right up here. That would happen to a T. Right here. High, low, higher, high. We'll go up to the gap. And straight up there. So that's literally what we'll be looking for, man. Gold been kind of easy. I ain't trying to be mean, bro, but if you was trading gold and you couldn't make no money off of gold, bro, these past couple days, I don't know what to tell you. Because gold slick easy to trade. The only way you really probably lose money with your gold is if it's just you over leveraging and you close your trade before setting it solidify lows. But if you're using a G.F.T strategy, bro, you should have made some money trading gold. I'm just be honest, y'all. I'm just be honest. And look, also I'm gonna do a quick little plug. If y'all got a notification bell turned on, y'all see I've been dropping videos lately. Go to the playlist. I got a playlist I'm starting called G.F.T strategy. And I'm gonna keep dropping videos, uploading till we get the whole strategy together and put in that playlist. But you can watch them as they drop, you know. But pretty much it's a playlist showing y'all step by step, the ins and outs, how I think about everything that come with the G.F.T strategy. It's showing y'all. Go watch it about 3 times. Watch the whole thing. I don't care if it's 2 hours, 3 hour long. Watch about 3 times. Get it stuck in your brain. So y'all can, know what I'm looking for my trades. and do the same thing. Y'all getting the same trades as me. If y'all was on stream earlier today, we had our guest Mel in the stream. My boy Mel, he traded with me. He traded G.F.T strategy too. We made 200. I made $200 on the stream. He made $200 on stream. It's just like that. So just do it like that, man, and we all can be on the same page and getting right G.F.T way. All right. But yeah, that's what I'm looking for this tomorrow. My bad. For tomorrow to close out the monthly, I'm definitely gonna be checking out a lot of monthly candles and seeing how they look, so I can possibly get in some swing trades, or even if I don't get swing trades, so I can at least have an overall bias for the next month. And yeah, we gonna get to it tomorrow. Let's close this week out strong, man. We've been having a pretty nice week this week. So yeah, y'all have a good one. Your boy Keith is out. Peace.